In RJ 100.3 FM on TuneIn Radio, Streama, Radio Garden, and just type in RJ FM for online box radio. For DZRJ 810 AM, just type in DZRJ 810 AM on TuneIn Radio, Streama, and Radio Garden. Happy listening! To all Teleradio Bandido viewers and listeners, you can now watch Teleradio Bandido on our new YouTube channel, RJAM News. Hit the subscribe button and like the video. Don't forget to click the bell icon so you get notified when a new video gets uploaded. Don't miss out on our dynamite lineup.
Watch and listen. Kontra BIRADA every Tuesday from 5 p.m. to 6:30 p.m. Hosted by attorney Mike Toledo and attorney Karen Jimeno. This program will discuss the most important and fresh news and events and feature their guest, attorney Salvador Sal Panello. So catch Kontra BIRADA on Radio Bandido TV, Channel 224 Sky Cable, TV Plus boxes, GMA Afforda boxes, and all DTT boxes. Facebook/DZRJ 810 AM and YouTube channel RJAM News.
Magandang umaga po sa inyo lahat. Ako po si Attorney Mike Toledo at makakasama din po natin si Attorney Karen Jimeno dito po sa ating programa Kontra BIRADA on Radyo Bandido, RJTV. Pleasant good morning to everyone and sa ating mga kababayan sa Kabisayan, maayong buntag kaninyong tanan. Hapit na po paniudto inyong taon-taon. Kahapon ay napanayam natin si Secretary Sal Panello at pinag-usapan natin ang mga developments regarding the possibility of a no election scenario, yung tinatawag nilang Noel. Alam mo, itong Noel, hindi naman to panibagong issue. Maski nung dati pa po, nagkakaroon ng pag-uusap. Even during the past elections, nagkakaroon ng pag-uusap regarding the possibility of no elections. I think nangyayari talaga yan. It comes out from time to time. Hopefully, mapapausapan natin si Secretary Sal anytime, no? Pag nakapasok siya, we will be informed by our team. O, ayun na. Ayan na pala. Sec Sal, how are you? Pero medyo parang hindi masyadong clear yung yung screen mo. Parang blurry. Parang nasa Tagaytay ka or Baguio na foggy ang dating. Ayan. Can you hear me, Secretary Sal? Mamaya-maya, inaabangan din po natin si Atty. Karen Jimeno para samahan tayo sa pagtatanong sa ating panauhin ngayon, si Secretary Sal Panello, para tuloy-tuloy natin pag-usapan ng mga developments sa larangan ng politika. Lalo na, well, as each day passes, palapit na palapit tayo sa start of the campaign period. At after that, ilang weeks na lang, election day na. Isang malaking siyempre event dito sa atin which happens every 6 years as far as the national elections, the elections for the President and Vice President is concerned. In the meantime, na hindi pa nakakapasok si Secretary Panello at wala pa rin natin kasamahan na si Atty. Karen Jimeno, siguro pwede natin pausapan for the meantime. No? Itong, well, it's not exactly, of course, it's definitely bad news. But expected. Hindi naman to something na out of the blue, so to speak. I think the DOH, even the IATF, and most of us, or even people in the medical profession, were really expecting that if after the loosening up of the economy, lalo na during the period of the Christmas season, they really expected that the infection rate will go higher. And so it did not really come as a surprise, but syempre, ayaw pa rin natin marinig, no? At sinasabi nga nila na expected talaga yun. So the last count, if we are to read the papers today, sinabi na daily surge went up to as high as 10,775 cases. And I understand that the largest na lumampas ng 10,000 was sometime in October, in October last year, I think, na umabot ng 12,000 cases a day, no? But yun nga, we were able to lower it down. But this Omicron kasi, which is the new variant, definitely, it was expected na tataas kasi nga, ito daw ang variant na to, as compared to Delta, ito ang mga sinasabi ng mga scientists, no, mga dalubhasa at mga eksperto, na ito ay mas mabilis makakontaminate ang reproductivity rate niya or reproduction rate, I think that's the right term, is I think 4 times more than the Delta or even the previous variant. So, in other words, mas mabilis siya nakakahawa. At nakakahawaan, nagkakaroon ng breakthrough infection. So even if you are vaccinated, even if you're vaccinated, then medyo pwede pa rin magkaroon. No? So, si Sexal na ba yan? Sexal? Magandang umaga sa iyo, Sexal. Ayun. How are you? Medyo blurry lang ng konti yung screen. Pero I don't know about the audio, no? Kung mas maririnig ka. Well, we're still trying to connect, no? Our team, we're still trying to connect with Secretary Sal. And also we're still, of course, waiting for our partner, Attorney Karen Jimeno, to join us in a bit. But mabalik tayo, no, sa usapan dito sa COVID surge. Medyo nakakabahala. Kaya talagang importante po. Kaya nga nilagyan na tayo sa alert level 3. Nandito na po si Attorney Karen. Magandang umaga, partner. How are you?
Good. Kakabalik ko lang ulit. I was on the road. Hindi mo connect.
Are you in the office, at home, or?
So I was actually outside kanina in an in-person. And then I went straight home because currently ang arrangement namin MWF sa office.
Sa office. Ito nga, partner, habang nung inipisa natin ang programa, habang naghihintay rin ako kay Secretary Sal, ay napag-usapan din natin, of course, yung expected nga naman, no, na magkaka-surge ng COVID because of the loosening up of the economy and the loosening up of restrictions and mobility during the Christmas season. Kaya talagang hindi nakakagulat, pero siyempre nakakabahala pa rin.
Yeah. And you know, Attorney Mike, something I noticed every time merong surge, personal friends ko yung merong COVID. I mean, like, hindi lang yung basta nakakita ko sa text na yung kakilala ng kakilala ko yung may COVID. Like, now, I really have friends that have COVID, including their households. So, one of my friends, silang lahat, including the kids. So, I think in terms of when we talk about the surge, it's very evident every time this happens. And I think Secretary Sal is here with us now.
Magandang umaga ulit, Secretary Sal. I hope the signal is clearer now. Can you hear us? Good morning. Good morning. Ayan, pati yung screen is much better. Well, might as well, Sexal, no, na pag-usapan na. Take advantage nga every time that you're able to get a clear signal. Kami ng partner ko, si Attorney Karen, would like to take advantage of it right away at pag-usapan natin. Ano namang anything latest, just in case kung meron man, as far as, let's say, the administration party looking for standard bearer, meron pa bang plano ukol dyan? Kasi nga, ito nga, ang PDP Laban, the faction of the Secretary Pusi ay nag-file na nga ng petition trying to defer trying to requesting for the reopening of the filing of COCs. No? In effect, also deferring the printing of the ballots and all that, no? Which is of course allowed. That petition is allowed. Pero siyempre, nagkakaroon ng malaking opposition to that, even within PDP Laban itself. And of course, the other parties as well as some sitting members of the Senate. So ano yung po doon? Ano pang, what can you say? Anong take po niyo doon, Secretary Sal?
Hindi natin malalaman yan hanggat ng COMELEC ay hindi nag-desisyon. Kasi they have to hear that first. Kung ano ang maging resolution nila. So the petitioner, the party, will be acting dependent on the resolution of the COMELEC. Kung paboro nila, I'm sure meron silang isa-substitute na kandidato. Kung hindi, that unless na pwede pa namang i-appeal sa Korte Suprema.
Yes, yes. So,
Ano mangyayari yung Secretary Sal if nag-appeal pa sa Supreme Court? Won't that give just a lot of uncertainty? Because right now it's already January. So if we have less than 4 months left, if meron pang magiging pending, I don't see how it can be resolved very quickly by both the COMELEC and Supreme Court.
Yan ay pwede lahat kung bibigyan ng pansin. Bibigyan mo ng focus yung mga petition na yan.
Actually, partner Karen and Sexal, I think, alam natin, this move, I think, correct me if I'm wrong, no? It seems to be unprecedented. No? Wala pa yatang move ng ganito sa mga nakaraan na eleksyon. So, well, while others would say wala daw legal or factual support, but of course, at the end of the day, that's something that the COMELEC will have to rule upon. And whatever the COMELEC will decide, kagaya ng sinabi ni Sexal, ito po ay pwede pang iakyat sa Korte Suprema, and it is at the end of the day, the Supreme Court who will rule with finality whether or not pwede ngang i-open up ulit ang filing of certificate of candidacy.
Yung sinasabi mo unprecedented only because yung mga nakarang election wala naman nag-withdraw after the deadline. This time meron nag-withdraw eh. Kaya nawala ng representasyon yung partido.
Kaya siguro baka this is something, parang di ba may mga term dati sa law yung case of first impression or something like that, no? Maybe the COMELEC should really, as you pointed out many times, Secretary Sal, no? Kailangan talaga mag-desisyon na quickly, no? Kung ano ba talaga.
Legal issue lang naman yan eh. At sasagutin mo lang, meron ka bang karapatan na mag-move? Kung meron, anong dahilan? Bakit mo i-move? Justified ba yung dahilan mo? Yun lang naman ang mga tatanong yan.
Parang nagkaroon
Ikaw
tayo.
naman, partner, Atty. Karen, ano sa pananaw mo?
I'm just really, well, as you said, Attorney Mike, it's unprecedented. So I really don't know what to expect kasi normally in the past elections by this time, parang tuloy-tuloy na yung campaign and yung mga candidates. Well, ibang-iba rin kasi because pandemic, but usually around this time, actively na talaga yung pag-ikot, and then walang uncertainty na of this magnitude that's hanging over all the voters in terms of what's going to happen next. Can we really be sure that kung ano yung nasa slate ngayon ng mga parties, yun na talaga. So I really, as a voter, I'm not sure how to approach these elections. So should I already make up my mind as to who to support, diba? Kung yung mga pinili ko ba for president, vice president, yun na talaga.
Ano naman sa tingin mo, Sexal, dito sa ano? Kasi nga, I think because of this Omicron surge, itong pagdami ng mga infected, I think a number of political parties have already agreed. In fact, I understand even VP Lenny, and I hope she gets well soon, no? As well as other members of the cabinet who I understand got infected with the Omicron. I hope they all get well soon. But because of that, mukhang mag-slow down o magkakaroon ng suspension, no? Or rather ng activities, no? Activities, kasi technically, as Sexal said, hindi pa nga ito kampanya, no? This is still, they're just going around, but this is not officially the start of the campaign. Pero sa tingin nyo pa, kung magkakaroon ng slowing down because of the Omicron or this virus, ay nakakalamang yung tandem ni BBM sa ni Mayor Sara in terms of, diba? May advantage sila. They will be the one at an advantageous position if magkaka-slowing down.
whether may slow down or not, may advantage yan. Kasi nga, as I have explained the day before yesterday and the other day, ang mga elektorado Duterte yan. Hindi mo 80% Duterte yan. So, palaging may advantage yan. Kasi nga, sinabi Bongbong Marcos lamang hindi maatake yung presidente. Sinamahan pa siya ng anak. So, tapos yung apat naman, ginokontra siya. Kung Duterte yung mga elektorado, di siyempre, saan ka pupunta? Di doon. Doon sa tao, hindi bumabalat si Presidente Duterte na sinusuportahan mo. Yun ang logical consequence.
I remember at Secretary Sal, you mentioned last year na pag ang nagsama si Mayor Sara and BBM, tapos na ang boxing or tapos na ang laban. Do you still think same in terms of their ability to win these elections?
No, I didn't say that. What I said, game over kung Duterte.
Yun ang game over. Okay. So I guess I remembered wrong pala.
Hanggang ngayon, naniniwala ako dyan. Duterte talaga. It's just unfortunate that even the father-daughter tandem, do not believe in that. Kasi ang teorya ng opposition, which they adopted, unfortunately again, is that it becomes a political suicide. Pero hindi. Tingnan mo ang survey, 72% Duterte. Hanggang ngayon, Duterte pa rin eh. So hindi mo pwedeng sabihin na pag tumakbo silang mag-ama, political suicide. It's game over kung silang dalawa.
Secretary Sal, would you say that what was the reason why, di ba yun nga sinabi mo, game over kung Duterte. So before, even when President Duterte ran for, at least said that he was running for Senate, mataas siya sa surveys. Bakit siya nag-decide not to run anymore?
According to him, the family says it's time for him to retire. And marami siyang ailments, di ba? Not life-threatening, pero since may edad na rin siya, it affects him. Ang feeling ng pamilya, tenga ka na lang. Masyado nang marami ang services sa Pilipinas. Apparently, he agrees with that. Kaya siya nag-decide na wag lang tumakbo.
Do you think there's an opportunity for Mayor Sara to still continue this administration's legacy even as Vice President?
Oh, definitely. Kasi kung Vice President ka, siyempre, meron ka rin boses sa loob ng administrasyon. Kung the assumption na mananalo yung teammate mo, palagi may boses. Unless your teammate goes against the previous stand of continuing the programs of this administration, in which event, Vice Sara as Vice President would be forced to be another Lenny.
Yeah. But that's what we've seen, right? Na usually may president that's not aligned with the vice president. Although here, at least they're a tandem. But there's also a possibility na iba yung manalo. So what do you think can be yung mangyayari pag ganon in terms of the ability of yung continuity?
Basta ako, ang tingin ko dyan, basta yung kumontra kay Presidente Duterte, hindi mananalo sa mga presidential. Yung hindi kumontra at tumahimik lang, yun ang lalabas kung wala nang ibang kandidato.
Kung wala nang iba. Meron pa talagang possibility, meron ba talagang possibility in your...
Kasi merong petition, di ba? For substitution. Kung mag-grant yun, di merong kandidato ang administrasyon through the PPP.
Meron na bang talks behind the scenes now for an alternative candidate that can be fielded by PDP?
But I'm sure, otherwise they would have not filed the petition kung wala silang kandidato. Para kika pa magpapile ng petition, hindi wala ka naman palang kandidato.
Okay, interesting.
Si partner, si Sexal, meron siyang alam ko, he mentioned in previous interviews, if it were up to him, he already has two names in mind, two young, accomplished government officials na sinabi niya nga na walang bahid, bata pa, and but then again, as to whether or not they're being considered by the party, we don't know, no? Pero may dalawang pangalan na nasa isip ni Secretary Panelo.
Yeah, I remember that. And that should be interesting. Well, I think we don't know again how this will affect the split among the voters. Pag kami bago na naman pumasok.
Kala ko tinatanong niyo ako kung sino yung dalawa.
I remember, naalala ko pa kung sino. Yung pa rin ba, Secretary SAL? Walang change.
Ang nasa isip ko yung dalawang tao, si Attorney Mike Toledo at si Attorney Karen Jimeno.
Okay, nag-iba na. Sabagay, pwede apply. Sabi niya, may track record na raw in the government before. But,
correct.
Yeah.
Correct.
I remember.
Pareho naman kayo may track record na dalawa sa gobyerno, di ba?
Oh.
Talagang magaling si Sexal mag-plant ng seeds of
Confusion. Confused na enemy, di ba?
Pero maiba lang ng konti, but in relation to that partner, no? We understand that the hearing for the disqualification case will be tomorrow. And yung aking kaibigan, she was one batch ahead of me in the College of Law. Sa kasis yata ni Sexal, si Commissioner Rowena Guanzon will be presiding the conference, I believe, the preliminary conference tomorrow morning at the COMELEC to hear the disqualification cases that were filed against Senator PBM. And I understand that she was very strict and that she will not tolerate any delay or incompetence or behavior that will be unruly para talagang madesisyonan na to. Kasi for sure, Sexal, if assuming, no, hypothetically lang, let's say that BBM was disqualified on the grounds that were raised, ang haka-haka ng makaramihan is a lot of people will not accept that. No? There will be some sort of a huge backlash among his supporters. Now, as to whether that will happen or not, we don't really know. But that is the talk na lumalabas, no? Pag nagkaroon ng disqualification. Ano po ang reaction nyo dyan, Sexal?
Natural lang yun na yung mga gusto sa kandidato, siyempre ko kontra. Pero tayo naman we're ruled by law. Kung ano yung batas, yun ang gagawin natin, susundin natin. Wala naman tayo magagawa kung yan ang batas.
Saka diba, Sexal, dun sa, correct me if I'm wrong, no? But sa batas, pag may disqualification case, really covered na yan sa batas, diba? Nagpo-provide din ng mga procedures na can be followed. For example, if the candidate is not yet declared by final judgment, di ba, before an election to be disqualified, and is voted, is actually voted and received, hypothetically, di ba, the winning number of votes in such election, may ano na yan, di ba, meron na nasa batas na yan . Kumbaga, it's not something na gugulo tayo. There's the law allows, there are already certain procedures under the law.
Yeah. Siguro, let's just wait kung anong... Pero yan si Commissioner Guanzon, napaka-stricto niya.
Alam ko.
Yeah, she was my co-faculty in UP Law and may very feisty nga. From then and even in COMELEC.
Yeah, we can be assured, I think, given her reputation, that the resolution coming from her would be based on the law.
That is very reassuring to hear, no? And yeah, you're right, no? That it's Commissioner Guanzon that is on top of it. You'll know that she will be a no-nonsense COMELEC commissioner that will hear it and hear it with dispatch. Because kagaya nga na sinabi mo, noon pa man, dati mo pa sinasabi, actually, hindi mo maintindihan kung bakit hanggang ngayon hindi pa madesisyonan kagad. Why it's taking some time. Then again, by tomorrow, pero preliminary, ano pa lang yun? Preliminary conference. So maybe it will take a little more, no? A couple of more days perhaps. But we'll find out soon enough.
Yeah. And in the meantime, Secretary Sal, ikaw, how is your, what are your campaign plans? Are you going to be out and mag-iikot ka ba soon? What can we expect from you naman?
Yeah.
Hindi, mag-iintay kami ng kung ano yung direction ng partido kasi we are members of the party. So hintay namin kung anong direktiba ng partido. Sama-sama kami mga kampanya. Kasama si Presidente Duterte.
Kasama rin yung ikot.
Kasama, oo.
Oh, definitely. Sabi niya, he's going all out campaign for his choice senatorial candidates.
Are you also adopted sa SAL by other political parties?
Hindi ko alam kung may mag-a-adopt sa akin.
Kasi alam mo naman, napansin mo, partner, no? Atty. Karen, di ba? Parang maraming adapt dito, adapt doon, which I really find a bit, not naman funny, but parang, why adapt? But anyway, that's the practice here in the Philippines. They can adapt, but I guess they do that because they want to strengthen their own, assuming X-party, they will adopt strong candidates or whatever, or any candidates that they feel would be beneficial to them, para even if hindi sila in line sa kanilang party platform, yun ang ginagawa nila. Pero then again, dito lang yan naman yata sa Pilipinas na may ganyan adapting. So kompleto ba ang slate nyo sa SAL, sa partido nyo? Or not exactly the complete slate?
Wala pa yata nakakompletong slate.
I think Partido Reforma, the slate ng, senatorial slate ng Partido Reforma with Lacson Soto. From what I remember, they're complete.
So, pero
may mga in-adapt din.
Puro adapted din.
Yeah, you're right. Walang exclusive. Wala rin akong alam na party na exclusive. Yeah.
But in the ultimate analysis, ang tao pa rin mamimili yan. Kahit in-adapt ka o hindi. Titingnan nila kung ano ba ang qualification mo.
That's true.
Pag pumasok ka sa criteria nila, buboto ka niya kahit anong partido ka. But to me, the strongest endorser would be this president. There is no other strong endorsement that will come from other than this president. Kasi siya nga ang may pinakamataas na rating na presidente. Kaya kung sino ang in-endorse niya, malaking bagay.
Oo nga eh. Totoo yun. Alam mo, Atty. Karen, di ba, pinag-usapan namin ni Secretary Sal kahapon. Really, I mean, historically, we all know, from the time of Corazon Aquino up to the previous president, even no matter how popular you are at the start, pagdating ng medyo fifth year mo, talagang bumababa lang talaga yung popularity or approval rating mo. Ganun lang talaga. It seems to be that way, but this time, yung popularity pa talaga at 72%. The recent polls we saw.
Attorney Karen, alam mo yung rating ng lahat ng presidente, below 40 on their last year. Below 40.
Yeah.
Sabi mo below 40, itong presidente ito 72.
Yeah, I think it's really amazing. That's record-breaking in my opinion. And well, it's already 12 o'clock. So tomorrow, siguro interesting yung usapan because that's the first day of the hearing of the petition against the certificate of candidacy of BBM. But I'd like to end on, gusto ko namin marinig, Secretary Sal, yung bagong jingle mo. The short version.
Sige nga, pakinggan nga natin.
Pakinggan nga natin. So, sige, habang magpaalam na tayo, tapos pakinggan natin. So, salamat ulit sa Secretary Panelo, partner. Thank you very much at sa ating mga tagapakinig. So, pakinggan niyo po to, yung bagong jingle ni Secretary Panelo. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Good afternoon. Bye-bye.
Hindi nakikinig ang technician.
Oo nga eh, baka hinahanap pa niya.
Panalo, sumigaw, sumigaw tayo. Ihahatid natin sa Senado. Sumigaw, sumigaw tayo. Ihahatid natin sa Senado. Attorney Sal Panelo.
Watch and listen. Kontra Birada every Tuesday from 5 p.m. to 6:30 p.m. Hosted by Attorney Mike Toledo and Attorney Karen Jimeno. This program will discuss the most important and fresh news and events and feature their guest, Attorney Salvador Sal Panelo. So catch Kontra Birada on Radio Bandido TV, Channel 224 Sky Cable, TV Plus boxes, GMA Afforda boxes, and all